Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the World of Thunder and Ohio Freshwater's Adventures Super Late Models come to Rossburg, Ohio, the Big E, Eldora Speedway. Good evening, my name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Sunday evening as we get set for another round of the Ohio Freshwater's Adventures Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder. We are just a little bit over 2 minutes away from qualifying here at the Big E. And then of course we'll go through your heat race and of course a 75 lap main event to finish up the Sunday night part of the World of Thunder program. Of course they don't run until after tonight. Their next round of a series is the UMP Modified Series. Of course, you can catch that on the Full Velocity Racing Network on the Wednesday night. UMP Fixed Modified Series on Wednesday nights. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this opportunity to quickly step aside just for a brief moment. We're going to do some promoting of the race. And of course, we'll come back in about 30 to 45 seconds time. G'day Bruce, and welcome everybody in to Ultimate Dirt TV. We're live across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Yes, we've got the overlays working again. We do apologise about the overlays not working in our KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint cars, but we've fixed the issue. For your Ohio Freshwater's Adventures Super Late Models, we are less than 10 seconds away from rolling into qualifying. You know what, Stephen? I would have never have guessed that you were Stephen. I mean, with it coming up as Stephen McMillan says, "Hi Brett, I'm Stephen." This is a wonderful opportunity to say, "Hello Stephen, I am Brett, welcome in." Qualifying, getting set to roll onto the racetrack right now. And of course, these drivers getting a last hit out here this week at Eldora. We'll keep an eye on the drivers on the screen. Right now, the first car onto the racetrack in car number 68 down the bottom left of your screen. That is the driver we are watching, Darren Literal. Darren Literal in car number 68. We covered last week the ESR Red Eye League here at Eldora. The heat races were won on the bottom side. The main event went straight to the top side. What is tonight's track going to serve up to us? For us, we'll see how it plays out later on. Of course, first lap time, of course, going to Darren Literal with a 16-137. Hunter Stifler in car number 33 found himself a regular on the podium last season. He goes quick time with a 15.961. Mason Turner on the racetrack along with Charles Boggs. There is your KDC Home Improvement 360 main event winner. In car number 2, Dylan Hauser on the racetrack. Dylan Hauser looking for quick time here this evening. Second quick with a 15.989. There is your quick time man, Hunter Stifler. Garrett Robinson in car number 14. Garrett Robinson looking for lap number 1. Got 97 on the side of that race car, 14 in the server. We'll see what kind of lap time Garrett Robertson can pull or produce here. Brad Moore with a 16.005. Cole Fordaway, fourth quick. with a 16.008 and Benjamin Nading with a 16.010. Garrett Robertson second quick with a 15.872. Who else is on the racetrack in the HRE Motorsports? Car number 3, that is Shane James. Shane James in car number 3. Sits third quick. Second lap, it should bump him up to position number 2. It does with a 13.857. And the man that has won the opening 2 rounds of the Ohio Freshwaters Adventure Super Late Model main event. Can he go with the 3-peat here tonight in the 127 car? It is BM. No, he's not bad manners. It's Blake Majulis. Blake Majulis fourth quick with a 15.904. A 15.904. Aaron Kitchen, your Season 3 Super Late Model Champion with the World of Thunder, 10th quick. Dylan Hauser still on the racetrack, just getting some extra laps in. And I notice also that our defending Super Late Model Champion is not in attendance here tonight. Of course, tonight being the night of WrestleMania. Bit of a discussion going on between some of the drivers in race control. Blake Majulis is going to attempt to get another lap in here at Eldora Speedway. We'll see what he can do as he gets the green flag on this final lap of qualifying. He's the only car left to lay down one more lap time, and then we'll move straight into heat racing action. Blake Majulis looking to beat the time of a 15.904. He goes quicker, but he will not improve on position. It's going to be a 15.876, and it is not going to count for him, but it doesn't matter because it still would have put him fourth quick. So look at top to bottom, your top 17 drivers separated by 0.7 of a second. It is going to be Hunter Stifler who takes out quick time here this evening. Shane James, Garrett Robertson, Blake Majulis and Dylan Hauser round out your top 5. Brad Moore, Cole Fallaway, Benjamin Nading, Darren Little and Aaron Kitchen your top 10. Chris Orencia, Justin Witt, Mason Turner, Stephen McMillan, Mitch Stiles, Matt Bailey and Charles Boggs, your 17 drivers. 2 heat races on the program for tonight in the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder, and we will take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. And starting on pole, heat race number 1, going to be 10 laps of distance in car number 33, it's Hunter Stifler. On his outside in car number 14, Garrett Robinson out of position number 2. Inside run number 2, car number 2, out of position number 3, going to be Dylan Hauser. On his outside out of position number 4, car number 66 of Cole Fallaway. Starting inside run number 3, out of position number 5, car number 68 of Darren Littoral. On his outside of the HRE Motorsports, car number 78 is Chris Orencia out of position number 6. Lining up out of position number 7 in car number 7, Mason Turner. Lines up alongside the 54 of Mitch Stiles out of position number 8. And your final starter in heat race number 1 in the 03 car, starting position number 9, it's Charles Boggs. Don't forget to check out our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Mary, Dylan, thank you very much for the follow. Nathan, thank you for the like on the video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your name on the top of the screen, and get your name on the screen just for participating and giving us a like, giving us a follow, don't forget, hit that like and follow button. Also on our Twitch page as well. The first of 2 heat races here this evening. Hunter Stifler, Garrett Robinson. Garrett Robinson in the 97 car. It'll show 14 on the ticker. Of course, custom numbers are a thing. Here we go. Green flag is out, and Hunter Stifler gets on the gas into turn number 1 and 2. Rolls right through the middle. Garrett Robinson looking on the outside. He looks to try and get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll go right through the middle. Dylan Hauser following in position number 3. Darren Littoral up on the inside on the 66. That's Cole Fallaway. Those drivers go side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Jamie, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the like on the video. Robinson trying to hold off Dylan Hauser in the 2 car. There is your battle for second and third. Hauser goes to the top side of the racetrack. Catches the wall just a little bit on the inside in position. Number 4 is the 66 machine. That's Cole Fallaway. Hauser down to the inside. Looks for the slide job on Garrett Robinson. Robinson got into the wall. Hauser contact with the wall. The exit of turn 2. Robinson back to the inside into turn number 3. Hauser works the outside of the speedway. Looking to get a run on the number 97 car. Down to the inside into turn number 1 and 2. Slide jump by Hauser. Robinson turns it back underneath him. You raced for second. Robinson, slide job on Hauser. Stifler, meanwhile, pulls out over a 6/10, make that 7/10 of a second lead over the drivers that are fighting it out for second and third, and yellow flag is gonna fly. Sean, thank you very much for the follow. Bruce, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate the support as always, brother. So heat number 1 should finish under yellow. In fact, if the drivers get 2 to green, we will get 1 lap in to complete this one. Matty Bailey has liked. Thank you very much for the like on the video, Matt. Appreciate the support, as always. And we are going to be doing a stream after this. It's going to be a personal stream. I don't know what we're going to play. We're trying to get into... of course, it's going to take a while to get into the server, the GTA roleplay service. We've got whitelisted, or we've been whitelisted for quite some time on No Pixel. It's just we haven't been on. Of course, got all the downloads done yesterday for that. So hopefully we can get in there and change things up a bit here. Lights out on the iRacing.com official pace truck. Heat number 1 of your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to stream. I want to stream something, but... Anyhow, 1 lap is going to be the distance, half a mile for Hunter Stifler. Watch for the slider from Hauser into turn number 1 and 2 if he can get the jump, and he did get a great start along with Hunter Stifler into 1 and 2. Hauser straight to the top side. Stifler rolls right through the middle of the racetrack. Down the back straight away for the final time. Stifler stays through the middle. Hauser's there as well. Not going to get it done. Hunter Stifler getting the job done. In heat race number 1, Hauser going to come home second. Third is going to be Garrett Robinson, Cole Fallaway, Darren Littoral, Mitch Stiles, Chris Orencia, Mason Turner, and Charles Boggs. Complete heat race 1. Hang on, let's get to these in a second. Let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Second and final heat race of the night. Starting on pole in car number 3, Shane James. On his outside, at a position number 2, the 127 of Blake Majulis. Inside row number 2, the 240 of Big Bad Brad Moore starts position 3, and Benjamin Aiding will start position number 4. At a position 5, the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. At a position number 6, the 16 of Justin Witt. Stephen McMillan will start position 7 in car 87, and Matt Bailey in car number 10 will start position number 8. I need to go to the Wild Slide RP server on Fire. We can check it out, Richie. Stream yourself eating a big old bucket of fried chicken. Well, look, that sounds great. However, it is only 10:30 in the morning. I've got a KFC literally 5 minutes from me. Less than sort of, maybe 3-4 Ks at best. But is it really worth the drive? Do I really want to you know, walk down those stairs, take a bit of time. Look, I'd rather just, like, I don't know, heat something up. Green flag is out. Heat race number 2. We'll come back to those in just a moment. Shane James going to lead Blake Majulis into turn number 1 and 2. Majulis, can he get the run down the back straight away, side by side? In fact, they're still in rows of 2 by 2. Oh, Blake Majulis, sure what happened to Blake Majulis then? There's then nearly 3 wide on the exit of turn number 4. Majulis down to the inside on Shane James into 1 and 2. They go 3 wide behind him. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's the 87 of Stephen McMillan. Right, now that we've got a bit of time, let's talk about it. I think the queue for No Pixel is going to be quite big. Tried getting in there yesterday just after the, or about 15-20 minutes after the reset, and I was like number 60, but then again there was only like 1 server up, and there's normally 2 servers up. I used to play in the No Pixel server quite a bit before they did all the updates and stuff like that. Myself and a friend of mine, known around the sim community, but now known in RP, in the No Pixel RP server, as Jordan Walker. I'll give you an indication if you ever watched RP on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, we are live on Twitch. Of course, we are live on Facebook as well. So if you're watching on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in, along with our Facebook audience. We got the new badges as well for our people that are in our streams. Of course, also don't forget to check out our Ultimate Dirt TV group as well. We'll try and keep everybody up to date with our broadcasts and stuff like that. And just generalized chat. If you wanted to ask some questions, post them in there and we'll happily get those answered for you. Single file: Shane James, Blake Majulis, Brad Moore, your top 3, Aaron Kitchen, Benjamin Ading, Matt Bailey, Justin Witt, and Stephen McMillan. Here we go. Garrett Robinson is now following. Thank you very much. Green flag is out here in heat race number 2. Once again, halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. James going to lead into turn number 3. Goes straight to the top side. Blake Majulis up on the inside. Challenge for the race lead. But Shane James, he's got the run of the momentum and the speed on the exit of the turns to lead back into turn number 1 and 2. He leads by half a car. They make the 2 car lengths almost. Third place, Brad Moore. Aaron Kitchen back there in 4th in the black and blue, number 17. But here comes the 21 of Benjamin Ading. Benjamin Ading are going to move into position number 4. Top 3 to the dash. Slide job by Nading on Kitchen. Kitchen, the Season 3 World of Thunder Super Late Model Champion. Tough time here in season number 5 at Eldora. 2 laps to go for your race leader, Majulis, into the wall. Our dash up next. The top 3 from heats 1 and 2 gives us a 6 car, 6 lap dash. And the white flag is out for Shane James. He has had absolutely no luck when it comes to the past so many weeks in the super late models into 3 and 4. Runs a slider line. Well, he certainly doesn't miss the wall, but he will get the job done in heat 2. Shane James comes away with it, with Blake Majulis second, Brad Moore, Benjamin Ading, Aaron Kitson, Justin Witt, Matt Bailey, and Stephen McMillan. Your 8 cars here in heat race number 2. So our dash up next, the top 3 from heats 1 and 2. We will wait for the cars to get onto the racing surface. Then, of course, we'll go with our 6-lap dash. And, of course, I believe they're going to run a few extra minutes in the warm-up just to maybe go and try and tear this racetrack up just a little bit more. So we know Hunter Stifler will start on the front row with Shane James. Dylan Hauser will start position number 2. Position 3. At a position 4, he's going to be the 127 of Blake Majulis. Then we go back to the 97 of Garrett Robinson at a position 5. And Brad Moore will start in position number 6. So the 97 needs to get to the inside, but There we go, race control telling these drivers where they need to be. We'll go around one more time around Eldora, green flag. Next time by. Six laps the distance, 3 miles. Eldora Speedway, your dash in the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Model Dash presented by World of Thunder is green. Hunter Stifler will lead into 1 and 2. Shane James, Dylan Hauser side by side. James working the outside of the racetrack. Hunter Stifler leads lap number 1. Rolling right through the middle is Hunter Stifler and Blake Majulis. Shane James challenge for the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis makes it 3 wide on the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, these boys are not mucking around. 3 wide again for second, third and fourth. Hauser now going to move himself into position number 2 as he is going to look for the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job on Shane James. James turns it underneath him. Hauser caught the wall in the middle of 3 and 4. Halfway home in the dash, Shane James. He's not going to slide up, but he will move up the racetrack. Hauser now down into 3. Big time slide job trying to catch the cushion. James trying to work it underneath him. 2 laps to go for Dylan Hauser. Majulis sending it on Hunter Stifler. Is Brad Moore and Garrett Robinson. James now to the inside. Hauser catches the wall on the entry into 3. This is a big moment right now. White flag is out. Slider from Hauser. James turns it underneath. They run side by side down the back straight away. There was a little contact going into turn number 3. Shane James sticks to the bottom side of the racetrack. And he will win tonight's dash and he will start on pole. Dylan Hauser home second, third. Blake Majulis, Hunter Stifler fourth. 5th and 6th was Garrett Robinson and Brad Moore. Whew! Holy cow, it is on. You've been awake for 24 hours. In about, what did you say, 9 Eastern? So that's now 20 minutes time. So you're 23 hours and 20 minutes into a what could have been a 24-hour live stream. You know, it's not a bad idea, 24-hour live stream. I'm struggling to stay awake for 12 hours of the day, let alone 24. Yes, the Division 2 is addicting. I do want to play that again. Like, I'd love to play that now, but I kind of got iRacing on the main screen. I got YouTube and Twitch chat on the right screen. I got Facebook chat as well on the left screen, along with OBS and... well, I've also got some wrestling going on as well. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll let the drivers just run this little practice or little warm-up session out. Of course, we do want to thank our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, you can find them on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. There's wonderful people that help us here on a weekly, nightly, and a season base, of course, for another season. Wicked Cushion, 19designs.com, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. Without their support and their contribution to us here at Ultimate Dirt TV and making us a better place, your #1 home for dirt sim racing, Ultimate Dirt TV. We thank those people, of course. If you'd missed the announcement last week, towards the end of last week, we hit the 2,000 likes on Facebook. And that is all been one-man army. And an idea that was thrown around in about December in 2017. We had to recreate the new page, the current page, on February. So we're looking at 14 months, 2,600 followers, over 2,000 likes. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management and behind the scenes, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that has not only supported us from day one, Whether you support us from day 1, day 21, day 501, it doesn't matter. Thank you very, very much. To the people that have, as I said, liked, followed, shared, even to the people that have donated. Now, if you want to donate, whether it's stars or donations, there is a link. In fact, where the comments section is, there is a little star. You can check there to see if you've earned yourself some free stars for being a supporter here at Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, at Facebook, handing out those free stars. If you want to send them to us, you can. Or you can send them to other broadcasters, other companies. You can also do that as well. Of course, World of Thunder, of course, one of our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, and well, we want nothing more than to promote their leagues and stuff like that they run. Of course, they run 2 nights a week. Sunday night, you see the KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint Car Series up first at about 6:15 Eastern, and then about 8:15 Eastern, you'll see the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models. They also run UMP Modifieds. That's on a Wednesday night. However, if you want to catch the action, head over to the Full Velocity Racing Network. They cover that one on a Wednesday night for the fixed UMPs. I can tell you, so far, over the opening couple of weeks, all 3 divisions have been fantastic in putting on shows for you fans. We are about 2.5 minutes away from rolling into our Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Now, the man to beat so far after the opening 2 weeks, Blake Majulis in the 127. Can he go back to back to back? At the moment, he is sitting at 2 in a row, looking for a 3-peat win here at Eldora. He's got some tough competition with the likes of Dylan Hauser, Shane James, Hunter Stifler, just to name a couple. Of course, don't count out Chris Arencia. Brad Moore's certainly a chance at making this one. We've seen him on the podium here at Ultimate Dirt TV. I believe it was last week. So he's back for a 2nd week in a row. Of course, guys, like, shares, follows, all that good stuff, all the support. We love it here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We love to get this video out there and about. Alright, our final 30 seconds of the warm-up session. And then we are going to go into our Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. There is the checkered flag, as it is now time for our main event. Of course, 80 laps going to show on the board. However, we can tell you 75 laps. We're going to get these drivers the first 6 positions. We'll get those drivers the way they finished in the dash. We'll get those drivers lined up. And of course, once they are lined up, we will go into a 3 wide. In fact, it's probably going to be a 4 wide salute being Eldora. Let's take a look at that Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Well, the first 6 positions, of course, they will be jumbled up, but we know Shane James will start on pole for the main event alongside car number 2 car of Dylan Hauser. Third is going to be, I believe, the 127 of Blake Majulis with Hunter Stifler. Starting position number 4. Out of position 5 will be Garrett Robinson, and position 6 is going to be Brad Moore. Position 7 going to be the 66 of Cole Fallaway. Out of position 8 going to be the 21 car of Benjamin Nading. Position 9, the 68 Darren Little. Out of position 10, the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. The 54 of Mitch Starr starts position 11. The 16 of Justin Witt will start position 12. Chris Orenzi in the 78 starts 13th. Matt Bailey in the 10 will start position 14. 15, going to be the 7 car of Mason Turner. Stephen McMillan in the 87 out of 16. And Charles Boggs in the 03 will start position number 17. This is your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models main event, presented by World of Thunder. 75 laps going to be the distance around this big half a mile of a circuit. Pace truck going to be in this time by. We are not going green. Remember, once the drivers get into turn number 1 and 2, our front 3 rows will be jumbled up just a little bit. And then we'll get the drivers the way they finish into the dash. Gabrielle, thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for liking the video as well. And welcome into the Ultimate Dirt TV stream. Guys, if you want to get your name on the top of the screen, get your notification and name on Ultimate Dirt TV. All you have to do, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on our page. Hit the like on the video. And yes, your notification will come up on stream. So the drivers on the exit of turn number 4. We will attempt. Now I'm pretty sure they're going to go into a 4 wide salute. Being the bigger track, these drivers can go 4 wide. There we go. Drivers make their way from the back to the front. So 4 wide at the start for row number 1. There we go. Row 2's slowly starting to make their way into somewhat of a 4 wide. We've got a bit of a 4 wide and 3 wide action. But ladies and gentlemen, for turn number 4, your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder are 4 and 3 wide here at Eldora. It almost looks like they've gone with the missing man formation. But 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Hello, cat. Yes, shush. I'm trying to broadcast. Don't you know that, well, this is broadcasting time. Wayne, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome into the stream. We hope you enjoy the coverage. Remember, guys, like, shares, follows, all the good stuff. Please. That's all we ask for. The driver's about to break formation right now. Who is going to pick up the 3rd round of the season? Are we at 3 rounds? Are we at round 4? Can't remember. Alright, green flag next time by. We're going to complete lap number 4. Of course, we'll go green on lap number 5 unless they're going to go now. Yeah, no, they're going to go a lap early. So 76 laps going to be the distance here. Of course, 80 on the ticker, and we'll let you know how many laps are left throughout. Of course, well, if you've got your own calculations, you can do that. But into turn number 3 and 4, for the first time here under the green flag conditions in the main event, Dylan Hauser going to lead the opening lap. On the outside, Shane James looking down to the bottom side of the racetrack, slides up to the middle, but Dylan Hauser looking to sweep the night here on this Sunday evening. Blake Majulis also looking to get 3 in a row and looking to make it a 3-peat. Majulis down to the low side, Stifler on the outside. It is a freight train of cars up on the top side of the racetrack. At the moment, Majulis down low. Can he pull off the double slide job? No, he keeps the car locked down on the bottom side. Hunter Stifler in 3rd. trying to fend off a charge from the 127 car. That's Blake Majulis. Shane James down to the inside in turn number 3 and 4. Hauser into the wall. And Shane James going to have it. No, I think Dylan Hauser at the line. Very close. There was nothing in it between the pair. And Dylan Hauser back to the front of the field. Shane James back there in second. Slide job from Majulis. No. Stifler keeps the foot on the loud pedal and drives around the outside of the 127. Here comes Brad Moore, your top 5. You can throw a blanket over him. Majulis down low again into turn number 3. This track starting to slick it off very, very quickly. Majulis now quickly into position number 3. He may have just found something on the bottom side of the racetrack. There is still a lot of moisture and grip down there. And if he can just keep the car locked down on the bottom side, there's every chance that he is certainly going to run down your top 2. Hunter Stifler trying to get a run on the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Catches the wall on the entry into 1. And Blake Majulis once again. I tell you, he's keeping pace down there. Still very similar laps times. 16.3s at the moment. Couple of drivers venturing into the 16.2s. The likes of Hauser and James, 16.2s. Stifler and Majulis, 16.3s on the previous lap. James and Stifler both got into the wall in turns 3 just then. Hauser not putting a foot wrong at the moment. Battle on for the final spot on the podium. Majulis continuing to work the inside. This just may help him, but it's going to have to be a run later on. Because once that top side really starts to slicken off, I think that's when we'll see the bottom side come in, and we might even see drivers roll right through the middle. Go back towards the end of last week, the ESR Red Eye League was here at Eldora. And pretty much from the get-go, it was all the drivers that went straight to the top side. The 03 car, Charles Boggs, he's going to stay on the bottom side. Majulis is going to go high into turn number 1 and 2. James Hauser into the wall. James done well to keep it off the back and the rear bumper of that number 2 car. Majulis back down low into turn number 3. So he avoided, I wouldn't say he avoided, but he got around the lap car, the 03 of Charles Boggs, and went straight back to the bottom side. They're nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Hauser continues to lead from Shane James, Blake Majulis 3rd. 4th is Hunter Stifler. Brad Moore falling off by 1.6 seconds behind your 4th place car of Hunter Stifler. And how about Majulis? He had 2nd at the start-finish line by 0.033 of a second. James now looking back to the outside, and Hauser's got a choice to make. He knows his car's fast up on the top side, but I'm sure he can also look at his relative and notice that Majulis, he is certainly staying with the guys on the bottom side. Why fix something that's not broken? The 10 car blinking in and out. That's Matt Bailey. And Majulis needs to get back to the top in turn number 1 and 2, but he's side by side. And Matt Bailey right through the center. Oh boy, he's a sitting duck right now. Oh, James, he can't make the move into 3. Bailey trying to hold his line and doing the best that he can at the moment. James now going to look to go underneath the 10 car. James and Stifler got together. Bailey trying to hold the middle. James looking on the outside. He gets a run on the outside. Stifler now trying to make a run on the inside. Look at Majulis down low again. Into 1 and 2 and looks for the race lead. And the person that got, well, caught up the most out of that lap car was Shane James. He goes from 2nd to 3rd, and he is now 1 second back behind the 127 car. And that is Blake Majulis looking for a 3-peat into 3 and 4. Will he go the big slider? No, he stays down low. Hauser going to stay up top. They drag race off for turn number 4. Majulis will lead that one. I thought to the naked eye Blake Majulis was leading that lap. Timing and scoring says otherwise. 25 laps completed on the ticker. 65, make that 55. 54 to run this time by. Oh, look out, Hauser! No, Hauser's around! Oh, Majulis is going to have the race lead. Hauser nowhere to go on that exchange. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. And we got the onboard cameras. And we got some new Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras for this season. There was contact. Hauser tried to check up, and man, that was close. Let's take a look again here at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. The 2 car, the leader, Dylan Hauser. Look at how close he was on getting through that. Again, from a different angle from the nose. Jeez. I believe that was Stephen McMillan as well that was around. Just had nowhere to go. So on board with the 87 is Stephen McMillan. Well, as we come back live to Eldora Speedway right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder, and the 2 car of Dylan Hauser, going to take the race lead. We're going to resume this race in the race lead. Blake Majulis second. Now Shane James once again, he's back to third, and he's right up with your top 2, with just the way it should be. Majulis down low, Hauser and James up top. 4th is Hunter Stifler, he's down low, he goes to the top in 1 and 2, probably go to the bottom 3 and 4. Maybe not a bad line choice to have, especially here at Eldora. Now we're going to stay to the top side into turn number 3. Majulis once again fighting down low on the inside on Dylan Hauser. Hauser will get the run on the exit of the corners. Hauser, Majulis and James, your top 3. Less than 3/10 of a second separated the top 3 at the start-finish line. It's less than 1/4 of a second. 0.233, and James is all over the back of Dylan Hauser. They make their way into turn number 3 and 4. Hauser continues to lead. Shane James moves back to second spot. Blake Majulis continues to ride the inside of the speedway through 1 and 2. It's exactly what we've seen from Blake Majulis from the get-go. Showed his intentions clear and showed it early on. James just has a little contact with the wall in the center of 1 and 2. Certainly made the car just a little bit tighter. Hauser and James rail the cushion through 3 and 4, almost to perfection. They are centimeters away from that wall, and speaking of centimeters, well, he's not centimeters away anymore. He's certainly making some friends with the wall in the back straightaway. Was Shane James. Majulis moves back to the inside, looks for the slide jump. No, thought about it. Realising James had a good run on the entry into turn number 1, had to back out of it and stay 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Majulis back down low into turn number 3 and 4. So we're almost coming to the halfway stage of this race, and Dylan Hauser, there's still plenty of time for him to make a mistake or get caught up in something, or there's plenty of time for him just to drive away from the rest of the field as he looks to sweep the World of Thunder KDC Home Improvement 360s and also the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models, and looking to go 2 for 2 here tonight. So we at the halfway stage as the drivers make their way into turn number 3 and 4. Once we complete this lap, we will have 40 laps left on the board. Hauser continues to lead from James. Third is Majulis. Then we go back to Cole Fallaway, Garrett Robinson, Hunter Stifler, Chris Orencia battling it out with Darren Literal. Brad Moore back there in 9th. Aaron Kitchen in 10th. Benjamin Nading 11th. 12th is Mason Turner. 13th is Justin Witt. And those 13 cars are the 13 drivers left on the track. James looks to the inside in 1 and 2. Looking to maybe force Hauser into a mistake, but we've still got 37 laps to go this time by. Again, we stay on your top 3 as they start to move away from the rest of the field. Third place, Majulis has got 2.3 seconds over 4th place, Cole Fallaway in the 66 car. James has got to run again on Hauser. He needs to make the slider work in turn number 3 and 4. We've seen it in the dash. That's the turn that you need to throw the slider on. Very hard to do it in 1 and 2. It's hard to do it in 3 and 4, but oh, Majulis almost come up into the left rear quarter panel there of the 3 car of Shane James. Well, let's take a look at our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera of the number 3 car. Let's get a lap around Eldora Speedway. There's your leader making a mistake in the middle of 1 and 2. You can just see to the inside on the straightaways. The 127 car of Blake Majulis, there it is, coming into the screen. And look how close that right rear and the right rear quarter panel gets to the wall on the number 3 car. Let's go on board with our race leader. Look at that damage on that car. I'm certainly going to need to go back to Thigh Designs and Down Under Graphics to get some work done on that race car. Looking at the back now, you can see Shane James. Look at how close he is right now. And there's Blake Majulis as well. He's gone to the top side. Well, let's talk about our 3rd place driver, the 127, looking for 3 in a row. Really has to think about it. Oh, Jesus. Talk about the ballsy move that was. And Shane James had a massive moment on the exit of turn number 4. And that has allowed Blake Majulis to move back into 2nd spot. 29 laps to go. Hauser continues to work the outside of the speedway. Blake Majulis following in as well. That was at 0.4 of a second last time by. And Majulis really starting to close the gap. Hauser into the wall. Who's going to lead this lap? Hauser by half a car length. Into 1 and 2 once again. They go top and bottom. Hauser's on the top side. Hasn't gone away from the top side and hasn't needed to either. Blake Majulis, he has been all over this racetrack. He's been top, bottom, middle. But for 90% of this race, he has stayed on the bottom side of the racetrack. Back out to just under 0.3 of a second at the start-finish line. Top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4 is where Majulis is running right now. Is the top starting to go away? Majulis, he was half a tenth quicker than Hauser on the previous lap. 25 to go. Make that 24 as they make their way on the exit of turn number 4. Majulis once again down low. He's close. He is very close if he can get the run. Oh, Hauser into the wall. Majulis turns it underneath him. Is that the mistake that Majulis needed? Hauser now going to slide job Majulis into turn number 3. So there's just an iconic moment on WrestleMania. Hauser back to the lead with Majulis once again fighting down low. Again, Majulis, this time he's got a lap car to deal with. Majulis tough time at getting by the 21 car. That's Benjamin Nading. Majulis once again fighting down to the low side. 19 to go. And now the experience of Dylan Hauser is really starting to run away with the competition here at Eldora. Certainly good momentum going into the spring fling in just a couple of days' time. And no doubt that TTL Esports and Dylan Hauser are going to look to put their name towards the front of that $3,000 to win race, I believe it is, at Knoxville. Sure, what's going on with the ticket? The ticket just crashed on me. We'll get that back up. We apologise again. These issues. So meanwhile, we continue to watch Dylan Hauser and Majulis go at it side by side, and Majulis going to lead that lap. These guys still going at it at the moment. There we go, tickets back up. We apologise, not again. So we're going to come to 13 to go. Hauser once again. He has got pressure from Majulis in the 127. Majulis has really had to work for this one. Hauser hasn't had it all his own way. He had pressure from Shane James early on. And Blake Majulis, he is like the pest that just will not go away. He got to the front by running the bottom side of the racetrack. And he's just continued to hassle and put a couple of different thoughts into the minds of not only Shane James, but also your race leader, Dylan Hauser. And those thoughts look to be getting erased here in just a moment. We come to 10 laps to go. Just one caution so far. And I must say, these drivers have done a phenomenal job just to have one caution in so far what is 65 laps. Majulis down low. Again, deja vu. He's barely gone away from the bottom side in turns 3 and 4. Oh, it spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. It was always going to come. It was a matter of when, who, what, where, and how. And the second yellow flag of the main event rears its ugly head. And this is going to set us up for, I believe this could be a 5-lap sprint to the finish line. We could be 2.5 miles away from victory lane. Can Dylan Hauser, can he hang on and sweep the night? Picked up the win in the 360 sprint cars. Here we go, word coming through, Darren Literal running out of gas. What kind of driver doesn't put enough gas in to run 75 laps? Psh, ease to the P's, lemon squeeze. Well, don't forget, we've got our new badges as well. You can check out our Ultimate Dirt TV group on Facebook. Just type in Ultimate Dirt TV group. Hit the apply button. And we'll get you accepted into the group. Also, we can keep an eye on just a generalized group. We can talk about anything you like. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official pace truck. It will indeed set us up for a 5-lap sprint. 2.5 miles. 20 turns if you put it easily. And Dylan Hauser. Will he go and bring the broom to the World of Thunder iRacing League? For the 360 sprint cars and the super late models, we'll find out in 5 laps time, of course. We also got to talk about at the point of no return once we get to lap 77. If the yellow flag comes out, we will end under yellow, but the green flag is going to fly. Let's here we go. 5 laps. Make that 4 laps as Majulis down low into 3 and 4. One more time. Hauser rails the cushion through 3 and 4. He leads by a car length. Hauser's certainly got some choices to make. So does Majulis. Majulis once again, does he go the slide job? Yes, he does. And slides up in front of Hauser. And just like we've seen in the 360s from Heilemann, and Hauser quickly turned it underneath. Now Shane James into the mix. 2.5 to go into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis drives it in deep. Hauser once again already turning it back underneath him, and the yellow flag has flown. Oh boy. Now was Hauser in front or Majulis? Oh, this would be cruel. Oh no. Oh, would you believe it? Majulis, the game, the sim, whatever you want to call it. Blake Majulis, get on a plane, go to Las Vegas, put some money in the pokie machines. You have just won the jackpot here at Eldora. Holy cow. Can you believe it? Dylan Hauser. He led 78 and 3/4 laps. A slide job from Majulis. The timing of the yellow. And that is something that Hauser, he would be pissed about. Oh boy, Majulis. You can just see how happy Majulis is. We take a look at your JR Productions and Media's finishing results. Here it is, courtesy of a slider and a yellow, and the timing of the slide job that was out. Blake Majulis, he goes to victory lane and makes it 3 in a row. Home in second, Dylan Hauser. Third is going to be Shane James. Hunter Stifler, fourth. Cole Fallaway, fifth. Garrett Robertson, sixth. Aaron Kitchen, seventh. Brad Moore, Benjamin Nading, and Mason Turner round out your top 10. 11th is going to be Chris Orencia, Justin Witt in 12th. 13th, Darren Littoral. 14th, Stephen McMillan, Charles Boggs, your 15th car. Mitch Stiles and Matt Bailey at the back. Wow, wow, wow. Would you believe it? You could not write a script like this. Well, let's take this opportunity to go down to victory lane and chat with a driver that may as well have just won the lottery. Blake Majulis. Jesus. The timing could not have been more perfect for you. A slider, yellow, and we finish under yellow. Talk about how you must be feeling right now.
Oh, I can't believe it. Because I wouldn't have finished the race as far as fuel goes. I was crossing the line and I ran out. So it was a gift, but another one. That's just awesome.
I believe that makes it now 3 in a row to start off the season. An unbelievable start, to say the least, and you're certainly carrying some good momentum going forward for later on in the week.
For sure, my man.
Well, it's a track that you made your intentions clear. You went to the bottom side for majority of that race, even late in the race. You know, you're running top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. what seemed to be that 127 car was just glued to the low side. I mean, how did you just pull that off for such a topside dominant track? You're able to stay with those guys on the bottom so early on in the race as well.
Yeah, before the race there, I kind of figured that the top would be the best, like it always is here. But I knew I knew I told myself before the race I was going to run the bottom because I didn't want to take a risk of getting any incident points up on the top because they give you 10 bonus points if you don't get any incident points. So I was trying to protect that. And I couldn't believe that the bottom was hanging there like it was. And I just kept with it and it saved my car. So I definitely benefited from it.
Well, before we let you get out of here and go celebrate a fantastic win, as luck certainly played a massive part in getting you to victory lane, but you need that kind of stuff to go your way. It did go your way, but we'll let you get out of here and thank a few people.
Oh yeah, I just got to thank everybody on 06 Motorsports. Everything they do to make us fast every week. We all work so hard, and it clearly shows. And iRacing, iFlag, Jeff Brown, Schaefer's Oil and Specialized Lubricants. You for broadcasting, and Steve for promoting the series.
All right, there we go. Your winner here tonight in the 127, Blake Majulis. Tia, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate it. We are now going to go and chat. Now, we can tell you that we're not going to chat with Dylan Hauser. He may regret to say something that he may regret later on. So what he's done, he has packed it up. He has gone home. What I will do on behalf of Dylan Hauser, I'm going to thank his sponsors because I know them all anyway. Of course, the guys at TTL Esports, Simworks, Down Under Graphics, Tie Designs, all the guys on their dirt side and of course on their oval side as well. But their dirt side, their program is phenomenal. So yeah, big shout out to all those guys. That's on behalf of Dylan Hauser. Of course, he has packed up. He has gone home for the night. Of course, obviously a little frustrated and would be upset at, leading 78 3/4 of that race only to have it lost due to a caution and a guy that put a slider on. But hey, that's a part of racing here at the moment. So unfortunately, Dylan Hauser, he gets a second. We're not going to chat to him. So we're going to move down the line and chat with the driver that, well, it's been a while since we've spoke to him. He hasn't had a whole lot of luck, but he comes home in third place here tonight. Shane James. Shane, congratulations on a third place run. It's been a while since we spoke to you here on Ultimate TV, but man, you got to be happy to finally get some luck going your way.
Yeah, I've definitely been a lot faster here the last probably month and a half. Just we've been working on some setups and things are starting to work, especially with the latest update. Tracks are a lot slicker and not as hammered down. So yeah, I thought I was gonna have a chance there at the end, as well as early in the race, and I kind of got messed up with that lap car. His internet connection was flashing, and I didn't know where the hell he was going. So that kind of let Blake. I think Blake got by, but them guys are fast too. So it was going to be a hell of a battle, regardless.
Yeah, early on, sort of opening 15, 20 laps, it was you, Dylan, Blake. You guys certainly put on a show. You made your intentions clear in going to the top straight away and trying to run the top for 75 laps. How tough is it to try and put those laps consistently together on the top side? You're always going to get into the wall. There's no doubt about it. It's just a matter of trying to limit those mistakes, I guess.
Yeah, that's the main key, is trying to limit your mistakes. You make one mistake and you'll lose 4 or 5 car lengths on them. And probably halfway as the race went on, the cushion kept getting. It was still there, but it was closer to the wall, so it was even more tougher to run that line consistently. But it was fun for sure. I wish third's good, but wish we could have got first.
Well, we'll go back to the final restart. With 5 laps to go, you sit in third. Majulis, he's ran the bottom for pretty much the entirety of that race. Did you think that you might have been able to get a second, and could you have done anything differently to maybe get those 1 or 2 spots that, where you could have been in victory lane?
I was thinking maybe they were going to race it. They were going to be side by side there, necking it out, and maybe I could sneak up in there. I was pretty much right behind them when that last caution came out, but I think the car needed to be a little bit tighter. For like 20 to go, it was getting really loose, so I probably could have made it a little bit tighter and would have been better there the last 20 laps.
All right, well, look, you finally get some luck. You may get back onto a podium. Good little bit of momentum going in for later on in the week. But before we let you get out of here, sponsor shout-outs. Who makes the wheels turn on that number 3 machine?
Thanks to HRE Motorsports, Team Friday, Chassis Consulting, Dirt All Access, Envy Suspensions, Sugar Dog Creative, World of Thunder. Steve putting on all these races for everybody is just fantastic. So thanks to him. Thanks to you at UDTV. You know, it's pretty much a blast racing this stuff.
All right, there we go. That was Shane James, home in 3rd place here this evening. But of course, the spoils going to the 127 of Blake Majulis. He makes it now 3 in a row to start off season number 5 of your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder. That'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are off tomorrow night. We've got some producing, but we are going to be back on Tuesday night for the National Oval Racing Association UMPs at, no idea where we're at, but of course that'll be Wednesday night at about 9:15, 9:20 Eastern. We go live, so of course we'll keep an eye on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. We're going to be doing another live stream, but of course it'll be a personal stream later on, or in about an hour or 2 hours or so. So we're going to come back and watch something different. I don't know what we're going to play. We might do some iRacing, might play some in the division. We might try and get into Grand Theft Auto role-playing. Again, we'll try and get into the No Pixel server, of course, that is going off lately. Just keep an eye on the pages. Thank you very much for the likes, follows, shares. The support, once again, is much appreciated. As I said, we One Man Army has just hit over 2,000 likes on Facebook as of last week. 2,600 followers. We're near 27, I believe, 100 followers on that one. So share us out. Get some more likes and follows on our page, guys. We do appreciate it. And, of course, our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, Wicked Cushion, 19designs.com, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. You can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. And on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, we say farewell. Good night. We'll see you back on Tuesday night. And until next time, keep it ultimate. Leave the speeding to the racetrack.